See, one thing about the T.I. I know, like, and what I've been hearing, I ain't gonna say no, but what I've been hearing, as I see, he ain't ducking no wreck. He ain't ducking no wreck. He hitting the yard. He ain't ducking no wreck. So he met the dude out in the middle of the yard. The man told everybody else to stand back. I can deal with my own situation. You know what I'm saying? He had dudes from St. Louis behind him. You know what I'm saying? And other dudes that was behind him. He turned around and told them, man, I can handle my own situation. Y'all just stand back.
Well, a federal judge just sentenced Clifford Harris to 11 months behind bars.
It's back to prison for rapper T.I.
When T.I. hit it, when T.I.
He hit the yard.
Were you there?
I wasn't on the yard because it's lower security.
You guys was in the same prison though?
No. He was in Forest City, Arkansas at the low, and we at the PN. But due to, like I said, the inmate communication, we know because we email and we texting each other. So people was communicating all throughout the system about who's doing what and what's where.
So you was getting word what was.
Because if you from Atlanta, just to give an example, just say you from Atlanta, and I may have a homie that's from Atlanta that's in Arkansas, and I'm in tune with him. So they tell this in turn communicates to other people what's going on with you, and you probably don't even know it. This is one of the ways why I'm telling you we know you coming and you don't even know. They was talking about this man with T.I. showed his paperwork. He went from unit to unit. My paperwork. You said this about him. My paperwork. Anybody want to see me? You know what I'm saying? I mean, man, dude got a hard line. This the same man that ran up on Floyd Mayweather. So you know, in prison, you know.
So you said T.I. in the prison. He was showing his paperwork for anybody who had an issue with it.
To address it. So you gotta respect that. Like you have people that said T.I. was a rat at a particular time due to the case in Ohio. I'm in Hazleton. And in Hazleton, it's a lot of dudes from Cincinnati in Hazleton. So what happens then is when the dude's brother catches the drug case, his cousin is in Hazleton. Man, my cousin don't told on his brother. The cousin telling us what's going on with the case. So now we're getting little articles, we're reading it about the brother caught the drug charge and told on his brother that was the one that did the shooting with T.I. We hear all about this in the feds. Yeah. You know, sometimes news will get to us before it get to y'all. So we hearing this, okay, boom. So people saying, oh, dude, T.I. White people saying, oh, T.I. wasn't told on dude. That's why dude got locked up for the murder. See, this in turn can start potential problems in prison because we on the world stage in the feds. So when you saying something about T.I. or you saying something about a city, dudes use these type of things to shoot at dudes that's from there. We call that slick hating. You ain't gonna address it to me. You might be like, oh man, I don't like the Falcons. Up the Falcons. But you're really saying about Atlanta. So you'll use the T.I. situation to try to address somebody from Atlanta shooting little slick shots. So we reading that. We vets. When you're a vet, you reading, oh, he really shooting at me. But you want to talk about the T.I. Okay, you saying T.I. this. If you was in the pen, would you say that? Would you say T.I. was a rat if you ain't got the paperwork? Where the paperwork at? You couldn't say that under those conditions that we was living under.
So the whole time when that was going on and that was going on the internet outside the world, that T.I. was a rat and everybody was tossing it around trying to figure out.
It's a trickle down effect in prison.
In the pen, but you guys knew the truth.
Right, we hearing it.
Yeah. The truth.
Right, because his cousin is on the compound with us in Hazleton. We in Hazleton USP.
And to clear it up, the truth was he wasn't a rat.
He wasn't. The brother told on his brother that. You see what I'm saying? And he got locked up for that. And what the man said when he got on the stand. See, these are our arguments against the dude that's really hating on Atlanta, where we use the T.I. debate to try to stand up for ourselves before it go to the next level. Before I get to the fact that you just really hating. And dudes was like, okay, the man got on the stand and said he didn't see the person in the courtroom who shot at me. I was ducking, so I didn't see nothing.
See, that was that footage of when T.I. was in the court, when they showed him he was in the suit and he was
right. Right. So we know, and at this time we already knew about the situation with the brother because the cousin is on the compound.
His probation has been revoked and it's back to prison for rapper T.I.
Well, a federal judge just sentenced Clifford Harris to 11 months behind bars.
Like I said, it's all about the policy. Number one, if you don't show your paperwork, you can't have a knife. Nobody's going to give you a knife or nobody's going to arm you until we find out that you're not a rat. I'm not going to arm you and then I have to turn around and come run you up, and I don't want to give you the weapon to defend yourself. That don't even make sense. In the penitentiary, a lot of times you can't even gamble until we see your paperwork. So what I look like and the reason behind this is, just say for example, we at a poker table and you don't want thousands of dollars off men. Then we come to find out you was a rat. The other cars that lost to do these dudes in the other cars. So now they're gonna look at your car like, y'all let this dude beat me out this money, and that's a potential problem. That's what I mean by the politics and how it go. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, if you don't want to have to deal and live under these type of circumstances, and you're not built like that, you're not what you say you are. Like I told you, all your insecurities will be exploited in prison. Because you got to be yourself.
Any word from T.I. yourself? You guys have linked since you've been home?
I haven't spoke to him since I've been home. I haven't had any contact with him, nothing like that. Matter of fact, I just seen him last night doing a comedy show at David Chappelle. I seen him do the comedy show. That was probably as close as I seen him since I've been out.